you guys? Today I'm gonna show you how I get a perfect base for like any makeup look really. Just a perfect foundation base. It looks like I'm not wearing a shirt right now, but I am. It's just strapless. First off is the primer. I'm gonna go in with this Danessa Myricks Blurring Balm to Powder Primer. I've used so much of it. I love the way this product melts onto my skin. It just feels so soft and luxurious. Gotta let it dry for a little bit though. I love that product, the primer, so much, I had to go ahead and get the foundation, shade 9. And I have this foundation brush from Amy Cole. Together, it's like chef's kiss. So I forgot to do my concealer, which is my new thing that I've been doing. I just realized as soon as I put my base on. Let me just get a few spots here. I usually wait till it gets a little bit tacky. Sometimes I'll spray a setting spray over it. I'm using this concealer as a color corrector. I feel like it has a little bit of a peach tone in it, so that helps with the color correcting aspect. I have never really used a color corrector before. I saw an influencer who said she was using concealer as color corrector. She actually had a Pat McGrath shade that I think when this runs out, I'm gonna try. I like to have 2 color concealers because I like a bright under eye. So one about this shade and then one I'll show you later on is much lighter, and that is Pat McGrath. So when this is done, I'm gonna switch over to something like that, I think. But the amount of times that I'll start doing my makeup, and be like, oh my god, I need a color correct, I forgot to do that, is probably like 8 out of 10. And I like to do it like this. Like it looks like how my skin is supposed to look instead of just having like a different color all over my face. Like now that it's color corrected, it just looks like how my skin would look. You know what I mean? Because if it looks splotchy before, it's probably gonna look splotchy after. This brush is so fluffy and soft. I was using more brushes for a while, but you guys, the bristles were coming off on my face. One time I did a photo shoot and then I noticed the little pieces all over my face. Now I love the formula of this foundation. It really does go on like a liquid, and then when it dries, it finishes like a powder. I don't know how that's even possible. I was a little skeptical to buy this foundation before because I saw how it was going on people's faces, and I was just like, I don't want foundation that's like wet like that. But it doesn't dry like that. Okay, so this is annoying, but I have to go in and do my eyebrows. I like to put it on the back of my hand first, and then kind of pick up the product from there. Then I have more control over it. Yes, I do this to my eyebrows every time I put makeup on because I hate how close together they are. Can't do nothing about it. While that's drying, I'm gonna do underneath my eyebrows. Okay, time for a liquid contour. That was too much. Very strong, very pigmented. I'm just gonna pick up a little bit of it. Kind of get it even around the brush. Wish me luck. Perfect. This is a bronzer, I guess. Not really a contour. Oopsie. That one's coming in a little hot. I just feel like the bronzer brings together the whole look of a base foundation. Warms up your face. It could be with a full glam. I'm kind of on a bronzer kick right now instead of a contour. I feel like it's really preference, but it is summer right now, so I just want to be glowing. Okay, concealer. I just bought this Danessa Myricks concealer brush, so we're gonna see how it works. It's like heavy duty. I'm gonna go in with this concealer first, and then I'll go in with a lighter one later. But this is just to get it started off. That bronzer side is kind of bothering me. See what I'm talking about, this Morphe brush though? Or Morphe, or however. So now I'm gonna do this cream to powder blush, and then I'm gonna set everything with actual powder. That's how I really get it to stay. This is super pigmented, I just need a little bit, just a couple taps. I'm obsessed with this boyfriend blush trend. I don't know if it's still a trend, but I got stuck on it. Okay, first round of spraying. LYS setting spray, love this stuff. Great for layering. I feel like the setting spray isn't very matte, but I kind of like that. So first I'm gonna set everything with this Fenty powder. Kind of rub it in here. And then I kind of, just to get the excess off, press, tap, tap, tap into it. I try and get just the areas where my foundation is. Like I'm not really trying to get over everything I just did. Juvia's Place powdered bronzer. Any cream you do, you have to set with the powder. They say that you can use like a translucent powder to set, but in the order that I like to do things, and like how I just did my powder foundation over everything, I kind of like to go back and like sculpt everything I just did. I don't know how to explain it, but I'd rather just go back in with powder everything. Juvia's Place powder blush. I had a little highlight on that brush still. So now I'm gonna go back in with the really light color concealer just to do the inside and the corners. Pat McGrath. Love this. I was using Huda Beauty before and the packaging was pissing me off like no other. It was just getting all over the rest of my makeup, you guys. I could not handle that. Just dab a little bit of it. It's probably too light of a color, but the setting powder that I have right now is a little dark, so I feel like it works out. You can always go back and fix anything. Well, not anything, but most things. I need that to get a little more tacky. I'm gonna let it dry for a little bit. Actually, what I'm gonna do while everything, since I just did powder with everything, is spray again. The key to making things last is layers and spraying in between your layers. This isn't really like a quick face routine for me. If I want to do something quick, I'll probably skip the cream, blushes, and contours and just go right for the powdered ones. But if I got time and I want it to be long lasting, then I'm gonna make sure I put the cream and set with the powder. Here we go. Now I'm gonna go in with this Black Opal setting powder. I almost have a completely black owned base routine. It's really just my concealer right now. Kind of get the excess out of here. Oh wow, I forgot to make my eyebrows look better than they do. Hold on one sec. This is Amy Cole. Then I'm gonna kind of dust this so it all looks a little more together. Okay, last thing before I spray again, I'm just gonna give it one more good spray. Okay, what do you think of this base routine? The only product I used that wasn't black owned was my concealer. I just needed to run out. I have a Sephora brand right now. I'm gonna get Pat McGrath, or I might get Amy Cole actually. They're on sale right now for like $8, originally $24. That is my base routine. What do you guys think?